You're listening to the Giggle Gang podcast.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
If you want it, just come get it.
A Giggle Gang podcast.
Just be myself.
For fuck's sake.
You know, sometimes people pay me to say ridiculous shit, and sometimes I just say it for free.
Jesus Christ.
You're listening to the Giggle Gang podcast.
I'm a walking brain injury.
Please don't sell yourself so short, mate. You're a lot more than that. But that's what I wanted to get you on for, because I put out a call to people who I didn't know.
Yeah.
I said, who's got an interesting story to tell? Come on the podcast and let's tell it. So if you want to start from the start, what happened to you? I don't even know.
Well,
I'm genuinely
I
interested.
was at university in Manchester, so I did modern history, which is pointless.
Okay.
And
That's a personal opinion for those kids studying modern history.
yeah,
Maybe there might be a point to your life.
Keep going. It's, yeah, and good luck. And then I graduated on, I think it's July 19th, 2003, and then went on a family holiday next day, and then 3 days into holiday, I was passenger on a moped, got hit by a car. I was in a coma for a month.
Whereabouts were you?
Dubrovnik in Croatia.
Okay. And helmet or no helmet?
No helmet, they didn't supply him.
Okay. So rented moped, no helmet supplied, passenger on a moped with...
Oh, it was a Belgian girl.
Oh, she driving or you driving?
Yeah, she was driving, I was passenger.
You never trust the Belgians, Ben. Come on. We know this. They're only good for beer and chocolate, mate. That is it. Driving mopeds.
Football.
No, well, yeah, they're all right at football.
Yeah.
De Bruyne is all right. So, what happened to her?
Bad concussion.
Really?
She's fine. I think, from what I'm told afterwards, the driver can see it coming and braces themselves, whereas passenger kind of goes over the top. I kind of went over the top into the windscreen. So
it was a head on or was it side?
He hit us head on. Might have hit the side of the car. I don't know, but no, because I went into the windscreen. So
It must have been.
I don't remember really, but
so you don't remember anything? Do you remember like renting the moped? Do you remember that bit?
well, it's the reps in my hotel had rented it, and they offered us a lift back to the hotel. So
Okay.
But that's all I remember.
And how old are you at this point?
21,
21. Fuck. And how old are you now?
37.
Jesus
And now
Christ.
I'm fucking old now.
You look alright. I mean, if you'd said 28, I would have been like, yeah, I believe it.
28 then.
He's 28.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the month-long coma, because I've never spoken to anyone that's been in a coma.
Well,
Is it just like your life has been snipped from reality, like it just doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember anything from the coma. I think when I came out of it, everyone's got stories about things I was saying, but I think I was saying semi-coma for a while. But I've been a student for 3 years, so having a month in bed was ace.
So what's a semi-coma? I don't know what a semi-coma is.
I wish I knew. It just means you're not totally lucid, you're not with it.
Okay.
You're still kind of slipping in and out of...
But you weren't like walking around for that bit. You're not semi-coma walking around.
No, I was never, because I was in a wheelchair for 12 months after the accident. So,
Okay.
I was having physio, and I was in hospital for 11 months after, while I was learning to walk, basically. So.
Jesus Christ.
So now I can walk fine, but I look really pissed. Honestly, I'd run things I'm drunk all the time. I went for my haircut, and my hairdresser said, I'd spoken to him a few times, and he goes, you know what, the first time you came here, I thought you were hammered. It's like 11 in the morning. Yeah, but I get it all the time.
Your words.
Yeah, I get it all the time.
So what? I shouldn't laugh. But
yeah, thanks.
What is the actual injury? Has it got a definition?
Fucked.
Okay. It's got a scientific definition.
Yeah, I see. No, it's right-sided injury. So I'm doing visual things. It's not good for a podcast.
It doesn't matter. Just visually explain it, and then I'll audio explain it back.
Okay, better. Yeah.
He's holding his hands up.
It's right-sided injury, so generally it's my left side that's a bit weaker and not as coordinated. So.
Right. So because the injury happened to the right side of the brain, that's fucked up your motor skills.
Yeah.
Has it affected you in any other capacity other than like walking, talking, using your hands?
I get I think universally everyone gets brain injuries, fatigue.
Yeah.
So talking to you for a long time, I'll be absolutely exhausted.
Yeah. He's just kicked me in the leg. Like he really can't control his body. No. So, what were your your trip to Croatia? Was obviously a celebration of finishing.
Yeah, it's a family holiday.
Okay, so your family were there with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And how much time did you spend in Croatian hospitals before they got you back to the UK?
While I was in a coma, so a month.
So you were a month in Croatia?
Yeah, it's my gap year.
Oh my god! So your parents had to extend their holidays, everything, to stay with you?
Yeah.
Because you cooked yourself?
No,
At no fault of your own?
The driver of the car that hit us was over the drink driving limit.
Oh my god!
And he was French. He was slagging off Belgium before, but he was French.
So what happened to him? Has he been charged with anything?
He was over the limit in Croatia. He was like, well, he's a bit pissed. He's fine.
No way.
So I don't know, but one thing that's always confused me: this guy, he's put someone in a coma, but he's never been in touch. He's never comes, say, I'm sorry. I'd have that on my conscience personally. But
how much does he know about your situation?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never heard of him. I don't know anything of him really. Just know he's French.
How do you know he's French? Because someone told you.
I could smell his garlic breath as I hit the car window.
As I got up off the windshield, there was a snail stuck to my face and a cross haunted me through my butt cheeks.
He had garlic around his neck.
He was a proper vampire.
Yeah.
No way. So how's your life been affected since then? Obviously the motor skills.
I haven't had a paid job since then. I've applied for 1 million of them, but no.
Really?
So
what do you do?
I work. I do a lot of volunteer work for charity.
Okay.
I've worked in retail shops, charity shops for the last 10 years or so.
Okay.
So keeps me busy, and do stand up as well.
Yeah. Does that mean you've got more time to write than other people?
Maybe, yeah. I was talking to a guy who was helping with some jokes a couple of weeks ago, and he said, "Fucking hell, mate! The amount of comedians I made killed to go in a coma, because you've got material for life on that."
So, I want to sort of understand your feelings towards the whole situation. Obviously, it was no fault of your own. You weren't driving. You weren't supplied with a helmet. I have been in a similar situation where I was in Vietnam and I rode on mopeds with a helmet and without a helmet. If one was available, I always had, hey, can I please have a helmet? But if no helmet was available and you're 21 years old and you're like, fuck it, we're just going back to the hotel.
Indestructible when you're 21, isn't it?
Absolutely. I drove him home on the back of a moped. There was only one helmet, so I gave it to him because he was on the back, because I thought he was going to die. Right. He was so drunk, I scooped him up out of a sand pit after he'd fallen asleep in a pool of his own vomit. Right? I got him to sit with his favourite song by Post Malone, right? Put it up to his ear, and I was like, just hold it there, listen to the song, don't think. And because I was so worried, I sped home so quickly.
Right.
And it could have been disaster, because I'd been drinking as well. I just wasn't as smashed as he was. But that's just Phuket holidays for young lads.
But you wake up the next day and don't really think anything of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as well, I'm just grabbing more wine. For your whole life now to be affected by that situation, do you hold any resent or?
I used to play a lot of sport, and that's what I kind of miss the most. So I used to play football, cricket, anything else that was going really. I was kind of in school. I was the one who was just good at everything.
Yeah.
And I miss sport definitely. I go to the gym stuff, but it's not the same as a team sport. You know, you have all the change room banter and everything, which I don't get anymore. So
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to me about learning to walk again. What does that process
I would
involve?
say I've learned to walk twice, and people are, well, I didn't forget the first time. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, they didn't know whether I'd be able to walk again.
Okay.
So, and bouncers still think I'm pissed. Or sometimes I am, but yeah.
After today's podcast, we will be we're smashing through this Rioja.
Sounds great. Awesome.
But like, what's the actual process? Is it daily physio treatments? I've seen. Are you familiar with the UFC fighter Matt Hughes?
No, I don't. UFC, I don't really watch it.
Okay, he was he was at a train crossing, and basically I believe he was the passenger, if I'm thinking about this correctly, and they sort of stopped at the crossing, and for some reason they thought the train was coming the other way, and he looked and he was like, there's no train coming, and he went out into the middle and he got cleaned up by the train.
God.
And similar sort of brain injury to yourself.
Yeah.
And I watched his rehabilitation, and it was like he was strapped like around the waist and around the arm, and had like two things side by side, and his feet were just like barely touching the ground.
Yeah.
Is it that type of thing?
Yeah, it's that type of thing. Yeah, I'd also, because it's weird, like things you don't think about. I mean, one of my issues with my shoulder was too high. I was holding it too high, and so they strapped that down, and it's part of the physio. It's weird. Yeah.
So they're like taping and strapping different pieces of your body to make it line up the way it should.
Yeah.
So when you came out of the coma, were you like, was all your joints and muscles all disjointed, or were you really relaxed, or like jelly?
Well, I think basically your brain just forgets how to do it. So you have to learn from, like a toddler or baby or whatever. You have to learn all over again. So
did you have to learn how to speak again as well?
I had language therapy or whatever it's called.
Speech therapy.
Yeah.
And that was an 11-month process.
Yeah. I continued after that, having bits of physio, different therapy and everything. So it's quite. My mum and dad took me everywhere around the country. It's good to have different things done.
And was it all covered by the NHS or by insurance, or who paid?
NHS. Basically, God bless NHS.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on a political rant now.
Mate, you're ranting to a guy that doesn't understand, right?
Yeah.
I've literally used the NHS for a dental checkup and one doctor visit, and that's it. And thank God that's the only thing I have had to use the NHS for. But I paid, before we came here, I got travel insurance for all my other travel, but once I'm in the UK, I think I paid 500 quid and I get unlimited access to the NHS the whole time I'm here. I don't think I've got my 500 quid's worth of value out of it, but someone like you, someone like you, I'm paying in so that other people...
Yeah, well...
Again,
I've got to thank the taxpayer, haven't I?
I thought you were about to thank me. I was like, you don't have to thank me. It's part of the visa requirements.
No, but thank you. I mean it.
I feel like I've paid for your physio sessions.
Yeah, thank you.
So, how do you get to the point now where you can sort of joke about the whole injury, or is that really the only option for you, is to joke about it?
I think it's the best option, Yeah, I mean, I don't... I'm not... People have always said, do you mind talking about it? No, not really, It defines me nowadays, which is sad truth, So I don't mind it. If you can make jokes out of it, then all the better. And I always find when I'm doing stand up, at the beginning, people are always a bit, should we be laughing at this? But my opening line as I get on stage is always, as you can tell from my graceful entry onto the stage, I've got a brain injury. So I'm really excited to hear what I've got to say. And I mean, it doesn't actually mean anything, but it kind of relaxes people. They're kind of, oh right, he's alright with it. So, yeah.
So what are your family's attitudes towards it? Are they like, it's so funny, my son's got a brain injury? Or are they...
No.
No.
Very supportive, you know.
Okay.
My brother will come and watch whenever I do stand up anywhere. If there's any local gigs, he'll always come along. And he lives fairly local, so. And my dad works in Skipton, Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And he's got quite a high up job there. And I've got a gig in Skipton.
With Adam Hughes?
Yeah, the Fleet. Yeah,
it'll be on Sunday.
September the 14th or 15th.
Yeah. I'm in Spain that weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I'll be wearing a helmet, don't worry.
Yeah. So he's like, do not mention you're my son. I was like, don't worry, I won't. So,
why does he not want you to mention it your son? Because he's been telling people from work that like it's a harrowing story, and you're getting up and making jokes about it.
No, it's just maybe I'm a bit rude. You know, I don't know. So.
Well, if we want to take it down a rude route, let's talk about your sex life and how the brain injury has affected your sexual ability. Has it had any effect at all?
I hope not.
Okay.
No.
If anything, it's better.
Yeah. I've no idea what I'm doing. I've got no coordination, so anything can happen. Yeah.
But like, so you're not paralysed in any parts of your body. There's no parts of your body that don't have any feeling or anything. Okay.
No, I mean, my girlfriend, she, as far as I'm aware, she's very happy.
That's good.
She's Dutch.
She's Dutch.
Yeah, there's an interesting story behind that.
Okay, give it to me.
Okay, in 2016, I was on, do you know First Dates?
Yes.
I was on that.
Okay.
And to me, in my own small world, it felt like everybody watched it, everyone thought it was amazing, but it's like just in your world.
Yeah.
So, and that went out in 2016, and people are recognising me around the village, or West Disbury or whatever, and then I went travelling in 2017, and I was in Melbourne, and I got a message off a Dutch girl who just...
Question for you. Sorry to interrupt. Okay, the girl that took you on the date on first dates didn't work out.
No, not Charlotte. She's a great girl.
Charlotte. Where's Charlotte now?
She's
dead.
Oh God,
could be anywhere.
No, she's a nice girl. We do meet up occasionally, for a coffee or.
Oh right, okay.
No, not like that.
I was like, what player? I need to get a brain injury.
Get a brain injury, it's great.
Yeah, that's it, mate. It's great. Yeah. Chicks already feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Everything else that you do is like amazing.
First question I ask is, does it still work? Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's have a go then. Every time.
Let's have a go. Bit awkward when you're like on a tram or whatever.
Well,
or a family dinner. It's like a distant cousin you haven't seen in a while. Oh, are you drunk? No, I've just got a brain injury. Does it still work?
Yeah, I don't know what happens in Australia, but my family do, so that never happens.
You need to get down under, mate. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
So tell me about you're in Melbourne and you get a message off a Dutch girl.
Yeah. I got a few messages off Dutch girls, so it was weird, like, because as the show was shown around Europe, I was getting messages on Facebook on Adam is a friend, and then I got a couple of Dutch girls, and one of them was.
I'm just imagining, okay, what's going through your head when you're getting, let's say you get 5 messages off 5 Dutch girls. Now, do you specifically like Dutch girls as a group, or did it just happen to you like Dutch girls?
I did until I met my girlfriend.
Right. But if they were like Spanish or Brazilian or Hungarian or Russian or whatever, like you would pick Dutch out of that group? Is that like...
No, I'd choose them all.
Oh, right, okay. So the nationality is not that important.
No, of course not.
Okay,
no.
all right. But I imagine then you've got a page and you've got 5 Dutch girls on there and you click on all the photos and they're all going, oh, Ben, we love you. Oh, Ben, have my baby. It's like, oh, listen, you've sort of the way through and you've gone, no, and then you've landed on your girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, up to that point I'm saying, no, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's broken. And some of them are like, oh, thank God, a guy that doesn't think with his penis.
Yeah. So it doesn't work. Yeah.
It's been dead for years.
Yeah.
Even before the accident.
Yeah.
So tell me how you then met. Like, how did it transpire from seeing you on first dates, you and Charlotte not working out?
She messaged me on Twitter, and we just got talking on Twitter, and she kind of turned up in Manchester to surprise me.
To surprise you?
Yeah.
How heavy had the text messaging got over Twitter?
Ooh.
Pretty heavy? Like heavy enough for a flight?
Yeah.
Because if it was like, oh, hi, how are you? Oh, I really enjoyed you on the show. Yeah, great. Oh, I'm surprising you in Manchester.
Yeah. Yeah, she was going to come over anyway, but she ended up a day early.
Okay,
which
that's
kind of
nice.
shocked me. Yeah, it was nice.
Was it a surprise?
It was, yeah.
And had you given her your address?
I must have.
Okay.
But either she found it.
Or she had managed to find you on Twitter after seeing you on first day.
In hindsight, I'm a little bit scared.
I reckon she could find anything, mate. These Dutch girls, I'll tell you.
Oh, damn.
So what did you do with her once you sort of met her in real life? Was it all
business?
No, but was it all like? Was it all like true? Was the photos, the personality, everything that you'd sort
I was
of
quite
come to
surprised
like?
actually, because Tinder, they never are. But yeah, she's beautiful.
And what about the personality? Because I know you can talk to people online and get sort of a feel for them. And I remember there was one point where I was talking to someone online and she'd said to me, she goes, oh, I don't really know about this and I don't know if the feelings that I'm having are true because I've not seen how you sort of like interact with people in like everyday life. Like, would you thank a cashier at a supermarket? And I'm like thinking, would I? But, well, I don't really know. I never really...
If it gives you the right change, you would.
Absolutely, but I was like, I've never really thought that that's a thing, and then that's also a concern as well.
Yeah.
If you're doing long distance but you haven't met the person, it's like that image that they portray to you for the 30 minutes to an hour a day that you'd spend talking, is that really the full and complete version of them?
Well,
so did you get tricked is what I'm asking.
I got the feeling she's batshit crazy, and she is.
Okay. So when you first, started dating your girlfriend, did she then go back to Amsterdam? Is she from Amsterdam? Utrecht?
A place called Almere, which is half an hour from Amsterdam.
Okay. So she had to go back and then you had to work out a visa situation and all that?
Well, she, we kind of did the distance thing for a while, and then...
okay. How long's a while?
12 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then she moved over here the end of December last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been, 8 months live in person?
Yeah.
And you obviously moved in living together as well?
Yeah.
Hectic.
I know.
So is there anything in your life with the brain injury that you can't do that you need someone else to do for you? Now?
I don't know whether it's brain injury, but I can't give myself a blowjob.
You can't give yourself...
So I need someone to do it for me.
Well, now you've got it, haven't you? And I've heard about the Dutch, right?
Well, it's not all true.
It's not all true. Don't believe everything you read.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about sort of what life was like for you at uni and sort of like before the injury and everything? Had you had all this other like life plan of where you were going to go?
Yeah, I mean, I've always drunk a lot. Babe.
Okay.
Too much. basically.
Okay. Well, you are British, so
Well, exactly.
you can't help it.
Says an Aussie.
I don't drink a lot.
Hello, he says, half a bottle down every hocker.
I'm having a great afternoon.
Yeah, there you are. Wish every Sunday was like this.
It is for me. Just
Okay.
sit here and have conversations with people
Rest my case.
off my head.
I went out a bit too much at uni.
Mm-hmm.
But now I look back, I got a 2-2, which isn't great.
That's not great, no.
No. Alright. Okay.
I don't know much about the grading systems. For Australian listeners, that's a 4. You can continue.
Okay, right. Yeah. So I got a 2-2, but mainly because I enjoyed myself a bit too much. But now I look at it, I had brain damage 4 days after I graduated, so it was pointless anyway. So
did you forget like everything you learned in your degree?
Have
you got the degree?
Yeah.
So you've got the bit of paper that says that you know it.
I've got a degree still, but it's pointless now. I've got brain damage. What's the point of having a degree?
What's the point in having a degree? I love the fact that it's 4 days after you got the piece of paper.
Exactly, yeah.
You were like, I've got all this knowledge. Boof! All gone.
But if I worked my ass off, got a 2-1 or a first or whatever,
Yeah.
and then 4 days later it was moribund, it was pointless. So, but
So you're justifying getting pissed at uni.
Yeah. So I had a great time. So
what was your plan when you graduated uni? What was your next step? What was the thing that you had in mind that you were going to do next that you weren't able to do? Was there a plan?
Not exactly. I think I'd probably ended up being a teacher.
Okay. A modern history teacher.
Yeah, history teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
I carried on playing sport, cricket and football and whatever.
So you didn't have professional athlete aspirations or any of that was sort of squashed.
You can't drink when you
Okay.
when you're professional.
I've underestimated how much you like drinking, to be honest with you.
So have I actually.
Would you like some more wine?
Yeah, go on.
Listen.
Nice.
That's a Rioja
Love that
popping.
sound.
Way up the fucking lads. I need to go get another bottle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a situation where this caused you to miss out on anything like grand that you had planned. You hadn't really put in a lot of thought or a lot of future planning to your university career, but it almost, would you say it ruined your life?
No. I mean, I survived, so. But you still got a chance of doing something.
Was there a point where there was a big concern that maybe you wouldn't survive?
Oh yeah. I mean, all the time I was in a coma, there's a thing called Glasgow Coma Scale, which is,
Okay.
as far as I'm aware, it's 3 to 14. Basically, 3 being fucked.
Okay.
14 being pissed. It's on that scale, and I was 4 on the scale, so yeah.
So 4 in terms of 3 is dead.
Well, I'm not dead, but brain
dead.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm no doctor, but yeah. As far as I'm aware, it's a Glasgow Coma Scale, so they've got it. So,
are you making a joke about the Scottish and alcoholism?
Never. No.
So, what football team do you support?
Man United.
Man United.
Yeah.
Okay. And
that's why I drink red.
Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is white associated with Manchester City?
No, blue.
Okay.
You don't want to be drinking blue wine. That's a worry.
That's not wine. It's basically rosé.
Yeah.
No one's drinking that there.
No. Pink.
Have you got anything happen to you that's been like really cool because you've had the brain injury?
Well, the reaction from first dates. Basically, I went on first dates because 2 reasons. One, I wanted to say I'm alright. I may walk like I'm shit faced, but I'm alright. I promise. And I think I got that across. And I also wanted to raise awareness of brain injury because it's misunderstood, really misunderstood. And I think I got that from it. And a friend of mine, Andrew Ryan, who was compere at the Didsbury Comedy Club at the time, he's now gone off being big time somewhere in London or something.
Seems like you resent him a little bit.
No, he's a good guy. He put me on it. I'd never done a gig before, and he wrote a set for me to do in Didsbury.
How long ago was this?
That's 2016.
Okay.
And so I did that, and it went well, and I loved it. So I started writing my own stuff, and that's where it started. But over the last kind of few years, I've done maybe one Beat the Frog every now and again, maybe once a year. So I haven't done much at all until I did a course last year, and just started doing it quite regularly this year. So
it's really kicked off for you this year after doing comedy sport.
Comedy sport, yeah.
Okay. And have you sort of explored any other aspects of comedy, whether it be like stage improv or acting, any of that of interest to you?
I like to act because I don't know. I would like to act because everyone needs a disabled actor on the books.
You're filling a quota, right?
I can do it. I can play anything from a drunk to a disabled person. Yeah.
How disabled do you reckon you could be?
Depends how many bottles of red wine about.
If you're completely sober though as an actor, what disability do you think you would be best pulling off?
That sounds really disgusting.
This is a dangerous chat. I like taking things into dangerous waters and seeing what comes out. I want you to sit there and be like, I could nail cerebral palsy.
But Downs is too far.
Down syndrome, no way. I don't have the teeth for it. If you're laughing, it means I'm okay, alright? The people on the internet can't come after me as long as I get a laugh out of you. If Ben's laughing, leave me alone.
Fine. I've made a disabled person laugh for the disablest joke.
Yeah. What's like the weirdest interaction? I know you said you had an interaction with your hairdresser, but like being disabled, is there a point where you've really noticed that people have treated you very differently, or they've even said like, "Oh, you're not that disabled," like the polar opposite?
It's when I was in a wheelchair for 12 months after the accident.
Was it a motorised one?
No.
Okay.
No, they didn't support. NHS.
I mean, a man can dream, but
well, that would have been amazing. And I always noticed that people, whenever they spoke to you in the wheelchair, they tilt their head when they talk to me. There's always
they tilt their head to the side, not tilted down.
They bent down and tilt their head. And
like you're stupid.
Okay. I don't.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, it's always the head tilt. I hated that. I really hated it. So I don't know.
I don't really speak to many people in wheelchairs. Whenever people say things
Maybe
that they
you
don't
should.
like, well, no, like I just haven't had the opportunity. You know, it's like I see someone in a wheelchair and they go, "Hi, Matt," and I go, "Oh shit."
Just make a point of not speaking to them.
They're in a wheelchair, fuck them. But I try always, and I don't know if you do this as well, whenever someone says, "Oh, I was in this situation and other people behaved like this to me," for example, I was in the wheelchair and people tilted their head, I always think, did I do that? Have I ever done that to someone? And I can't think of a time that I have, but it might be a thing of, it's not even offensive, but it's just because you're sitting and they're standing. I even find it weird when I'm like at work and I'm sitting in my office chair and someone comes over to talk to me and they're like standing over my desk and I sort of have to like look up to them. Because I'm quite tall, it's very odd to look up to somebody. It's just awkward, isn't it?
Because when I was after the injury, I was very depressed, and I'm actually a published poet as well.
Okay.
And the line.
There's a guy in Skipton that you might like.
Oh really?
Who's also a poet as well.
Really?
I'll get you his name. I can't quite remember his name, but he comes to the shows in Skipton. Let him know when you're there. He'd love to talk to you.
I think I know who you mean. Matt. Matt.
No, it's not Matt. It's not Matt. What's his name? Fuck! I've got him on Facebook. He added me. He's like American, but he now lives in Skipton. Right, we'll get back to him.
Yeah.
But you started writing poetry.
A line that I wrote at the time was, "Don't tilt your head when you talk to me. I'm alive inside. I don't need your sympathy." I remember writing that line.
So did that sort of help you to deal with the depression? Sort of getting your words.
Oh yeah. I think I've always been good at kind of words, English. I got GCSE A* English language. I think.
So how did that work then when the injury happened? How much of your knowledge did you lose?
It's not so much losing the knowledge, it's more losing the ability to get it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So learning how to talk and write, so it's all still in there?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. The stuff you learned from your degree as well?
I hope so.
Okay.
Well, it's more a case of it was 16, 17 years ago since I learned that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So.
But like at the time, if that makes sense. I know I'm trying to make you remember a lot of things. How is your memory?
Dreadful.
It's probably not a great idea to get a guest who had a brain injury
really
16 years ago and come on and talk about things that happened. Do you remember what colour the moped was? No?
Hang on, I'm thinking. It's a visual thing. No.
It's such an unfair question.
Oh, no. Do you remember the registration number? No. Do you?
Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. No, I'm such a bad person. I'm so sorry.
You're loving this.
I've invited you into my home. I've plied you with alcohol, and now I'm asking really inappropriate, disabled focused questions like, if you were an actor, what sort of disability do you think you could play the best?
Down's is too far.
Yeah.
I could play brain injury. I'm good at that. I'd smash that. Absolutely.
Play what?
Brain injury.
Oh, brain injury. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'd smash that.
You're a star. I want to show you this Matt Hughes documentary because it impacted obviously him, as you can probably imagine. Yeah, being a professional athlete, being like he was the champion, being like the hard man of the sport.
The Schumacher as well, isn't it? Obviously.
Was that from skiing?
Yeah. But yeah. But it's had a pretty serious brain injury. He's been kept away from the cameras over the last couple of years. So.
Is he still alive? Because I thought he died. No.
No,
is he awake and operating?
He's not a surgeon.
No. But like, is he like walking around and doing whatever? Is he going through the rehabilitation? Or?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it like a? Do you feel like you share a special bond with other people that have had brain injuries?
I've got friends who've had brain injuries.
And were you only friends with them because of your brain injuries, or did you know them beforehand?
Shared experience, isn't it?
Okay, but you didn't know them beforehand, and then they also got a brain injury.
No, I've got a friend called Brooke, who's local
to
West Didsbury, and yeah, I know him. Well, I know him because of first dates.
Okay.
He contacted me saying, "Yeah, I've got a brain injury as well. We should hang out." So yeah.
The two of you just hang out?
Yeah.
In West Didsbury?
Yeah. It's brain injury club.
It's brain injury club.
There's only one rule: don't remember anything.
Just look at like someone that doesn't have a brain injury and just be like, "You're way too sharp for this group."
Yeah.
So, like, for example, right, if you think about this moment we're having right now, when you listen to this, when you listen to this podcast back, will it be like you're listening to it for the first time? Like, is your memory to the point where...
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Well, it depends how pissed I get, really.
If we keep going on the Rioja.
Yeah.
So, has there been any, like, terrible times that you've had where you've like gone to the shops and you've been like, oh, I've forgotten what I've come here for, or you like walk into a room, you know how like...
Yeah, I think everyone does that.
Absolutely, but have you had any like really like awkward ones?
I don't know if I have my benefits here. I've got all of them, forget everything. Yeah, no, Yeah, of course. But I think, I don't know, people say, yeah, I do that. 'Cause I'm never, some of my girlfriend always points out, she's like, I don't know where brain injury ends and Ben begins. You know, it's true. I don't know that either. So,
so can you remember back to how you were before the brain injury, or has it been so long now and your brain has had to almost like you hit the reset button on relearning everything?
I think so.
That only like your family that knew you really remember what it was like before.
I've got a lot of friends. I grew up in a place called Hospital Street in Shropshire.
Yeah, I know exactly where it is. Why? You're like the fourth person I've met this week that's from Hospital
Really?
Street. Yes.
Everyone
I was in
comes to
Whitchurch like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Why is it with Shropshire?
I played a lot of cricket in Whitchurch.
Yeah.
Or in Shropshire. My friends from Oswestshire have been friends. I grew up there, sorry, I forgot what I was saying.
The question I was asking, you just gone and done it.
Yeah. I've known them since I was like 15, younger, some of them. So, they're all still good friends and they remember what it was like. I mean, I was a dick before. But
I wouldn't say you're a dick now. Don't sell yourself short.
I've got better since brain injury. I do a bit of a stand-up now. I've just recently started doing it, called Bellend or Brain Injury.
Yeah. Where
I give scenarios of, and the audience have to say whether they think it's bellend or brain, me being a bellend or me being brain damaged.
Can I have one of the scenarios, please?
Yeah. The first one was shit the bed at my girlfriend's parents' house.
I think that's bellend.
Yeah, right. I'd love to say it's brain injury, but I'd add a lot of whiskey.
Yeah. I don't really think shitting yourself like anywhere. Like as soon as you learn how to walk, you can get yourself to a toilet.
Wow.
If you shit yourself if you shit yourself in the hospital when you're in the coma or whatever, I'd be like brain injury for sure. Did you? Yeah, that's fine. We've all been there.
It's not fine. It was on St. Patrick's night, and I've been to the pub, and my carer.
Oh, sorry, this isn't when you're in hospital.
It is when I was in hospital. It is.
You've been to the pub when you're in hospital.
Yeah. Well, it's St. Patrick's. I've got a bit of Irish in me, which I have.
You're such an alcoholic. That's the main problem. I think the brain injury was the best thing that ever happened to you, to just slow down on the alcohol.
Fuck's sake. I thought you were fun.
Even in a wheelchair, he couldn't stay away from the pub.
That's true. And I convinced my OT that was there that I'd get a taxi home.
Yeah.
Back to hospital.
A taxi home back to hospital.
Yeah. Sorry, it was my home at the time.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. And
living rent free.
I didn't. As far as I remember, I just tried to drive myself home in my wheelchair. The police picked me up.
What?
It was night. I'd got a free hat. You get a St. Patrick's hat, a Guinness hat.
Yeah, the big green top hat. Yeah.
You need to drink 5 pints of Guinness to get a free hat.
And you'd had
I was in a wheelchair with the Guinness hat on, wheeling myself home all over the place. And the police took me back to the hospital.
Did they pull you over and they were like, where have you been? And obviously you're drunk. And then the brain injury on top of that.
Yeah.
They must have been like, this guy is hammered. Imagine, have you ever, do you drive at all?
No, I've got double vision from an accident.
Right, okay. So I wanted to ask, have you ever been pulled over for a breath test and like spoken, got out of the car, stumbled around everywhere and then blown and they're just like, the machine must be broken.
Machine exploded. You mean you sound really alcoholic? I'm not. I like a drink. It's Irish in me.
I really want to play that prank with you with someone with a brain injury and just have them have a roadside breath test and have the cops just be baffled. I was like, no way.
Naught.
Chris, can I borrow your machine? Have you had any negative run-ins with the police, like stumbling around and thinking that maybe you might be pissed?
Probably. Not that I remember. Only positive runs with the police.
Yeah.
Where,
What do you think of the police in England?
they do a great job.
Do you respect them?
A lot, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I respect them. Because I'm not getting political, but there's none of them anymore
Yeah.
because of, Tories.
Yeah.
But I'm not-
Is there not as many police as there used to be?
No, they've all been cut.
Right.
I mean,
Because I feel like, just looking around, I barely see the police here. I
Yeah,
see a lot of
well, yeah.
ambulances, there's a fair few ambulances that come past, but I barely see any police. Out on nights out walking around, there's
Yeah.
hardly any police anywhere. Whereas in Australia, it is just flooded with cops. They're everywhere. Because it's just, we're not playing. And the cops have a completely different attitude. Like, I saw an interaction with the police and a group of about 4 kids smoking a spliff just outside Manchester, Oxford Road Station. It's quite a busy, bustling area of Manchester. These kids smoking weed, clear as day, no hiding it, nothing, like with a grinder, everything, really getting into it. Cops walk past and I'm sort of standing there just waiting for, I think I was waiting for an Uber or something. Yeah. Cops just like, what are you doing? And the guy's like, I'm having a smoke. He's like, you can't smoke that here. Kid's like, oh, sorry. He's like, put it out. He just puts it out on the ground, puts it out, and he's like, pop it in the bin. Like, walks him out, pops it in the bin. Okay, and he's like, move on, don't hang around here.
Too much paperwork.
Absolutely, like, no consequence, no, like, aggression, no, like, searching them. Like, they had all the rest of the paraphernalia on them. Yeah. But it was just like, put it out and don't do that here, don't be silly.
Put that crack pipe away, mate.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. And it was like, if that was Australia, it would have been all of them arrested, right? It would have been all of them searched, all their pockets emptied, right? They all would have been charged. Yeah. And it was just like, is it because they just don't have the time? They don't have the time or the resource to do it? Or is it because Manchester's a cool, hip city where it's like...
I'd say the former. They haven't got the time or resources. They've got proper crime to deal with, not some kid smoking a bit of weed. Which
is good in a way, because I think that's what a lot of people say, don't you have better things to deal with,
Well, yeah.
And, but people will always complain about the police, but...
I know, I've got a lot of respect for them.
Absolutely, it's a hard job.
I've been taken home by the police, and after a night out. Not arrest, just helping.
Yeah.
Because they knew I had a brain injury, they took me out. Yeah. Just amazing.
Are these local police around West Didsbury?
Yeah.
Okay, so they know you?
Yeah.
As the pisshead with the brain
injury? No.
You keep saying no, but from what I'm hearing, it's a yes.
No. Fancy a beer?
Don't have any. Actually, I do have Fosters if you'd like the Fosters.
Do Australians drink Fosters?
No, it's for a joke. I've got it for on stage. I bought a 4-pack, and I'm supposed to be taking it up to Edinburgh, but it's been sitting in the fridge for ages. Would you like one?
No, I'm good, cheers. Honestly.
Would you like more red wine?
I don't drink.
I was just trying to
painting this picture of me.
I was trying to prove a point.
I'm backed into a corner. Painting the picture. I'm not pissed. I've got brain damage. Fuck's sake.
What's like the most when you learnt to do it? So you had to relearn to do everything.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you relearned that you were like really impressed, or something maybe that you learned that even you didn't know how to do before?
Well, it's weird, like just really little things. I lived on my own for 7 or 8 years before my girlfriend moved over, and it's just weird things like holding cutlery right. I held my cutlery too low down because control. You can scoop when you're holding the fork low down, And she's like, well, no, you're supposed to hold it at the top. Like, I didn't know that. I never knew how to brush my teeth without toothpaste going everywhere. She taught it's really shit things like that.
So your girlfriend's taught you how to do refine the basics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So would you say that for your girlfriend, she's been very patient with you, although she sort of knew what she was signing on for before she met you, or did she really not?
I don't think she understood how much work I'd be.
She hadn't seen me brush my teeth.
Exactly, yeah.
I should I'm just
It's alright,
with the toothbrush, like just flicking it around your head.
Yeah, the whole bathroom's covered in toothpaste.
You're just like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah. It's absolute bloodbath.
Oh, I've never laughed so much at somebody who's disabled and they've just let me do it. Like,
We've got rights, you know.
I know. What are your rights?
Not to be laughed at
Okay.
by Australians.
Okay, fair enough. Is there any is there any message? Because you said earlier you're raising money for a charity. What was the charity called?
Headway.
Headway. Okay.
I raised money for Headway, South Manchester and Cheshire.
Okay.
No, Stockport branch. South Manchester and Stockport branch.
Okay. And what does Headway do exactly?
They work with people with brain injury. They offer support to them, to their families, to everyone. It's a really important charity. I've done a lot of work with Headway in the early years after the accident. Mm-hmm. So I started raising money for them after first dates. You know, after I had a bit of profile, and people would give to the charity. So I carry on. I've had wine tasting evenings, beer tasting evenings, gin tasting evenings.
Everything to do with alcohol, surprisingly. I will have to check that it's okay, but I believe it is because I'm running the show. Right, we're doing a massive comedy showcase at the Oast House. October, November and December.
Right.
And the one in December is the Christmas special.
Right.
And it's going to be sponsored by a corporate sponsor, and we also need a charity as well. I would love to have Headway to be the charity that all the proceeds would go in exchange if you would come on stage and do 10 minutes.
I'd love to.
Bang.
I'd love to.
Done. So it's my gig, so I reckon I can make the rules, but there's another guy that's on it. I don't think he's found a charity yet. But if he has, I'll just tell him to fuck it off.
That's perfect, yeah.
Because I'm sick of, this sounds bad, right? But I'm sick of like the classic charities like Cancer Research and British Heart Foundation and all these great charities that do a great job, but I feel like they hog a lot of the spotlight.
A lot of them are bigger than... Yeah.
Absolutely. And like, can you tell me more about what Headway has specifically done for you?
They offer support in things like memory training, ways of helping your memory, just writing notes, kind of general support, and they offer a lot of support to my family as well after the accident.
And that's probably really like almost as important as the support for you.
Of course, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because like we said, your family still remember what you were like before this.
Well,
if that makes sense.
I mean, in a way, they went through it worse because they were there.
You were just asleep.
I was just... I didn't have a clue what was going on there.
That must be so difficult, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, I wanted to give you the opportunity now to sort of thank anyone that you want to thank on the journey. I know you've said thank you to a few people throughout, and you said as well that Headway do a lot of good work, and you want to do a lot of good work about dispelling some of the myths or misconceptions surrounding brain injuries.
Well, I'm not doing a good job at doing that, man, because one of the things is everyone thinks you're pissed all the time, and I'm not doing a great job of dispelling that rumor.
He's only had 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
But is there like if you think about it as a website, right, and we go to the FAQs, okay, the frequently asked questions, are there some frequently asked questions that you get asked that you want to just give the answers to, get it all out of the way?
Okay, does it still work?
We've already covered that one.
That's the most asked one, I think, yeah.
Any others?
Yes, it does. Any others? I think people have the wrong impression about brain injury. They kind of look at you and think he's fucked. But the thing to remember always is there's a person inside. It's not just what you look like outwardly, you know. And everyone with brain injury has totally different effects because the brain does such a lot. You know, if your injury is half a millimetre further to one side, you have totally different effects to. I mean, my friend Brooke, he had brain injury, serious brain injury, and he's got. I mean, he drives, he runs, and he does a lot of things I can't do. But
what's the difference between brain injury and serious brain injury? Is there a difference?
I had serious brain injury. Yeah, that's why I had that. In the accident.
But is there just regular brain injury, or does it work on a scale, or if it's a brain injury, it's a serious brain injury?
No, I think people can have a brain injury and not really be aware of it.
Right. Okay.
But it affects them, maybe in fatigue
or memory loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have a bang in the head, people maybe someone gets punched outside a club or a pub or whatever.
CTE.
Yeah. And
even boxers.
They won't realise they've got brain injury, but there's that brain injury, and then the kind of serious end is when it affects mobility, speech, vision. I mean, I've got double vision. My vision's all over the place. I wear contact lenses with this. I've had an operation on my eyes. My contacts got slight. They've got prisms in there.
Right.
No stigma. They've got stigma in the
Okay.
lenses, so that helps. But if I move my head, which I'm doing now,
it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
It's just like your eyes are like rattling around in your head, although they're not actually moving.
You've got two heads. If I move my head from left to right,
it's like just goes straight double vision.
Kind of floats out.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, my eyesight's okay, but when I'm like reading things, so like this, I can see you clearly. I can see the room, but whenever I'm reading, I've got to have glasses on.
Really?
And it's like I'm just like, oh, how annoying! Like I've got to have glasses on. At least I didn't have to learn to walk again. Like, at least I can move my head and still see what's going on.
Don't feel sorry for me.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Good.
We've had great fun. We've almost done an hour.
Wow.
Did you want to thank anyone? I'm sorry, I didn't allow you the time to thank.
I'd like to thank you for the chance to chat and for the 2 glasses of red wine.
Thank you for coming. Yeah. Anyone else you want to thank? I didn't ask you to thank me. I want you to thank the other people that have helped you to get here.
Yeah, I want to thank my girlfriend for teaching me how to eat properly
and brush your
teeth properly. Yeah,
he hasn't got bad breath today. I'll say that.
We haven't kissed yet.
Just you wait.
He wants me to go down under.
Fuck's sake. It's usually a joke that you do with birds, not with blokes.
Sorry, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyone else?
I
feel like I'm forcing you to thank people, and you don't really want to. Anyone that you wouldn't like to thank? That bloody French car driver, and the Belgian girl on the scooter.
You'd like to say the C word on your...
Fuck yeah, call him a cunt. Go for it.
It's one of those common words in the Australian language. I noticed that when I was over. Everyone to come.
Absolutely. I just bought my housemate some bread before you arrived. I went over to the supermarket and he came up to me. He's like, "Oh, thanks for getting me that bread." I was like, "It's all right, cunt. No problem."
Yeah.
It's not aggressive.
It means mate, isn't it?
We're just buying each other fucking toast slice. Any final words that you want to say?
Are you going to put me down or something?
Am I going to what?
You're going to kill me?
Am I going to put you down? No. I'm about.
Any final words?
I'm about to press stop on the record, so I just wanted to get a final word from you. If you've got a message to other people out there living with brain injury, or someone that knows someone living with a brain injury, is there anything that you'd like to pass on to them?
Can I have a message to bouncers?
To bouncers?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just, I'm not as pissed as I look. Well, I was out in Chiltern on Friday, and bouncer, he goes, "No mate, not coming in." I was like, I've got a card that I show people, show bouncers.
Can I see the card? He's got a massive wallet as well. What does it say? Brain injury identity card. My name is Ben Shevlin and I have a brain injury. As a result, I have mobility difficulties, I have speech difficulties, I have sight problems, and I may have anxiety. For 24-hour criminal legal assistance, please call this number, National Police something council from Headway. Okay, that's good. That's legit. So is that I'm not pissed, I've got a brain injury card?
Just piss I want with that. It's great.
Do they usually let you in with that?
Yeah. Although the guy on Friday was a bit. Luckily, my dad was there because
Why is your wallet so big?
There's your cash.
He's literally got one of the biggest wallets I've ever seen, mate. For a guy that works volunteer in a charity shop, he's loaded.
I'm really not. I wish I was.
Right, so your message to bouncers is, let me in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ben.
No problem, mate. No problem.